with you. See what I mean? It's got something. And this is all filtered by nature. And it's in your interest to be of sound judgment. Okay. Then it's of an order of ceremonial magic. And people who are truly violent already have terminal illnesses. Okay? Whether they know it or not. So, whether they're talking about this or whether they are confronted by other things, it might end up saving their lives. These people have to get sick before they get better. Because people who are violent have brain parasites. Just as cancer is a parasite, is core, not a virus. There's parasites, right? There aren't really viruses, they're parasites, right? And parasites themselves can represent negative human energy and industrial poisoning. I usually sit here, but I'm not going to today. I'm really looking forward to the walk back, actually. And because I want to catch a good light to get some more photos of the pentagram. I guess it's about 10:30 or 11. By the time I get to the Five Banks, it should be past noon. Body's a little tired, it's okay. I get more rest going for a walk than I would get staying home. And my jacket will dry better tonight because it's not getting any rain on it today. And I'm in pretty good sleep. Okay, here we are. I need that pitch. I saw a baby bear down here. And you tell people it's a little bit of waste of energy. You see a great animal like that, it could start period of your life, like a small black bear says. Like, I've got the energy of the bear today. They have many different types of medicine. Walk with me today, including the swan. And protective things, the beaver, protecting your home. That looks like a nice stone. It's got different hues to it. It's nice. I'm gonna take that. Plus the raven just went off when I picked it up, so that's good. That'll be a nice present. Okay. I like to find meaning. I find more meaning when I'm by myself, walking. You know, anyone looks like a heartstone, doesn't it? Yeah. You know, anyone, like, I was talking to Jay and he's just saying, he's got kind of an athletic mindedness to him in terms of interaction with nature. I think he bought a stand-up scooter, which shows that, like, he's interested in having different kinds of close relationships with the earth because he loves riding it. You can't take anything on the trails, so that's pretty cool. It's a powerful, he spent about $5,000 on it. I can't afford that. No. I guess if I got my money, that would take about $200. I don't want to take it to do the local. I don't like them, quite frankly. I think Portugal's a very evil town. And it's the one place I just, I don't want to business in Portugal very much. It's right near Portugal. I'm pretty sure they're pretty evil still as well. It's a mentality. Any group of people can feel evil to us, depending on their mentality and our mentality. Okay? It's fine. What we do, what we don't do, how we live. Right? That's not my responsibility. Right? Your mental health is not my responsibility. Right? And one of the really great things about going for a hike with someone is I don't have to worry about people attacking me. When you're by yourself, it definitely builds your immune system. Creepy men, creepy dogs, creepy children, creepy moms, creepy dads. Humans can be the creepiest people. And when you're walking with someone, you don't have to deal with any of that because these people always go for people who are by themselves, right? They always creep on you, or when they think they have the absolute advantage over you. You have strength in what you do. Okay, I want this river to go down today as well. Okay, wow. Well, I don't think it's getting any higher, so let's see if we can get around the other way. Oh, look, there's a log there too. I'm not sure if you'd want to walk across that though. Unless I had a big stick. You don't have to though. There's an easier way. Now, barefooted in the summer, that'd be a different thing. But I wanna hump you in the mangrove tree. I wanna hump you. I wanna hump you in the mangrove tree. Okay, here we go. Down in the street. Now, careful now, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, it's actually better sometimes to walk in such a way that you don't put too much weight on any given foot. Walking across a log, you can see why cats just sort of pitter paw across. Because when you're putting all your weight on one foot, and you make a step, then it all goes into the mistake. So you're not investing too much in each step. But you have to be able to. That's the downside is that you're making your brain go faster, which might not be a good idea if you need to make new calculations. Okay. Okay, so on the street. Okay, so a different light today. I'm gonna veer to the if we can. Good. Perfect. Mushrooms. Did it. I have a nice spot to sit down here. 5 minutes now. 10 minutes. The time it took me to go to high school in Abbey Junior, 12.5. Totally fucking synchronized every day. When I came home for lunch, I knew exactly when to leave. Thank goodness the clock was really accurate. There's no digital. So just the bell was ringing, so I wouldn't have to pretend to want to be there. And it's interesting. Our teacher had Mr. Hayes to notice that I was having psychosomatic sicknesses, but he didn't care. He's like, I noticed you from school the first week of every semester. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so what are you accusing me of? Right? It's amazing for white people to accuse us of things. Mr. Hayes, hair in the ears. I'm not interested, like any pedophile, in what I was actually feeling. Right? Psychopaths and predators don't care how you really feel. Get rid of that. Have I accused you of anything? I have the right to be upset. You think? My father did me that thing. The people around here are so sick. They're such knuckle-dragging psychopaths. The women's vaginas are worthless. You would never want to fuck them. Their children, their little daughters are not worth fucking at any age. They're so disgusting. They're parasites. They have brain parasites for generations. You should see my sister's YouTube channel. She looks like a fucking clown. Like a scary clown. You never want them to be the teacher of your daughter. My mom doubled my rent a couple of years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago. And I said, you're changing my rent. It's like, and she's just like this. It's like she was in such an angry state of mind, right? I ended up having rent. It's like, with no notice, right? And she made changes to her life that affected me, affected her health. No notice. a lot of hostility, but never more so than with this fat fuck at Naked Naturals, who told me, quote, and I said, I'm experiencing some hostility with that. And he's like, I haven't seen anything. As though that has anything to do with what I just said. Other than nothing you tell me is going to matter to me. Motherfuckers, consider yourselves cursed. Right? You can't really curse someone to any sickness that they're not already susceptible to. I learned that from a man who cursed me when I was in a store. He died of brain cancer 6 months later. I had never even purposely cursed him. I just held my ground. You go into these people's various stores. You never have 100% expectations that you're going to be treated well consistently. This one guy that owns the place, Jordan, he would say, hi, Landon, every day. I never heard him saying hi to anyone else and using their name. He's like, hi, Landon. Hi. Hello. Hi, Landon. Hi, Landon. He was doing it nervously. Every time I saw him, hi, Landon. Hi, Landon. He could just say, hi, how's it going? Hi, Landon. Hi, Landon. I've never heard him say hi to anyone using it. And the day that his darkling fucking imp of a manager came up to me, he said, hi, Landon. He had no interest in my well-being. He'd lost all interest for a considerable amount of time in my personal safety in my store. So I felt unsafe. Told them to make me more unsafe. Making headway in getting this person out of here. I have to be able to transfer this The last thing I said was, that's sexual assault. And I left the store. Don't come back. He laughed when I said it's sexual assault. They're demons, right? They laugh at such things. Okay? You may have treated me when you were a demon, but you'll have to deal with me as a man, as a flesh, to deal with your shit. That's a lot for a phone to get first thing today, right? Defamation. You may not be entirely at home, but you are trying to listen. Are you the only person? Schizoid female walk up to me here one day when I was reclining on the stones, come into my space, all kinds of filthy sounds, and we showed me and told me no interest in my body language. When white people are in predatory or certain spiritual states of mind, they lose coherence around the body language. So the electrical signals between their brain and their body are not coherent with a reasonable provision for your voice, your body language, or your safety. Teachers do it. And they're testifying the fact that they're child predators. Right? They're child predators. Right? You can't prove it in a court of law, but they're telling you that their brain, the electrical signals of the body, you can see they're predators. Which means if you're around them, you're going to find a lot of people who will confess to being more explicit predators. You're basically going to see more and more crap. Thanks, Mom. My mom didn't allow my dad to have the home he was paying for. My mom expels people from places, projects onto them. So she was really undermining my dad and his family every day she was married to him. She's not a good woman that way. I love my mom, but she has no idea how to be good to a man consistently, to respect a man. It's a terrible problem. It's got a kind of urine on it that only dogs can smell. Dog urine. Dog urine doesn't smell a lot, but dogs can smell it. I basically do a half marathon physically, mentally, and emotionally. I do an entire marathon. And use a lot of calories talking, using your senses. I would say that I feel completely safe 1% of the time. But dear miss that medicine is nice because it's like being safe in a world of evil. It's also the number which any number has been used for negative purposes, but ultimately the number 4 is saying, there is evil in your path, but you will get through it. The fact that I've made a nice male friend, it's like nature. Male or female, I need a friend. I think I need someone to walk with just to take the edge off. Just to have that. To walk with a guy and a dog, it's like you're safer. You're safer. Women can't flirt with you. Men, women, and children can be dangerous. Animals are nothing compared to people. People are the worst animals, especially white. White women have had a lot of advantages. They're not really advantages, that they're advantages, but they've been given inappropriate powers that aren't to their or anyone else's in initiative and no initiative of unprovoked violence towards other people. I like marijuana. I saw purple spirits over there, so safe. Down on the corner, down in the street. Living is a great shit of what I can call it. That's the first time. It's like the first time. there are nice males, young males in the area. They're so nice. Males are so much nicer than females. Have you ever noticed that? Like, we're taught that, like, females are these wonderful daycare workers, mommies, beautiful women. Oh, they're so nice. Oh, aren't they so dainty? And, you know, assumption has gone against reality for a long time. In fact, the tree is slowly drying on my clothes, probably. So that's why you carry an extra pair of gloves. Let's go. Down the border, down in the street. Okay. All right, let's do this thing. All right, a good time. It's probably just afternoon. Let's check.